Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This would be the first video on this channel, so before beginning the video, let I brief something. This channel is solely made to help the aspirant and give them a better perspective to imagine the world. This channel belongs to Ayush, called Sainesi, who currently pursuing his bachelor's from IIT BHU, Varanasi, and I am his tech buddy. This video contains the quality of information regards JEE exam process from very scratch level to covering all the aspect so that you get complete information at one place. Please keep patience if you already know some points, but you get to know something new also. Feel free to ask any query about video and give your feedback. Thank you.
Today I'm here to tell you something brief about the exam of JEE, Joint Entrance Exam. And this is a series which are starting from very scratch to a very beginner level. It can be attended by anyone who have no idea about this kind of thing. So this is my first episode of this series, and I'm here to tell you complete basic structure of this exam from starting to end. So, first of all, what is this exam for? This is the exam which are jointly conducted for taking the admission in various institutes. Some of the premium institute are the Indian Institute of Technology (IITs), National Institute of Technology (NITs), and International Institute in Indian Institute of Information and Technology (Triple ITs). And there's a one more GFTI, Government Funded Technical Institute. So in these of declaration, the most student preferred the IITs than NITs. Obviously, there is a exception in always where you can look for that. Some student who are getting both IITs and NITs, and they take the choice and their interest. And today I am here to tell you very brief. So it is very clear to you. This is the exam to take the admission to the college. If you want to take the admission to the college, you have to take the exam. Many people have a very predefined mindset that which college they have to take, what is the branch they have to choose, for which they are basically they are very clear about their purpose, that why they are doing this thing. But majority chunk is not very much aware that what they have to do. They are just doing because they have to take a good admission to the college. So they have what a good explore many different things. So they want that space where they can explore maximum things. So for that they are doing choose this and choose a college where they explore several things. So this is a basic thing. So it is one thing which is clear, that this is an exam for taking admission in the college. So now I am talking about the exam. This exam is being in the two phase. The first phase is the JEE mains, which are conducted by NTA, National Testing Agency. And after that JEE main was over, then the shortlisted students are able to take the JEE advanced exam, which are jointly conducted by the IITs and supervised one of the IIT rotation wise. Uh, this is a basic structure. How many students are able to clear the JEE main and are able to appear for the JEE advanced? So year to year the cutoff was varies. Like in the last year it was 93.23. That means the students who are above the 93.23 percentile are able to qualify the JEE main for taking the JEE advanced. So basic structure was around 2.5 lakhs student of appeared all are able to qualify for the write the JEE advanced. Then you have to able to write the JEE advanced. So 2.5 lakh student are seems to be a very big number, but believe me, this is not a very big number because of the kind of different kind of reservation for the social challenges groups. So this for the general one, this is around the 1 lakh student are able to appear qualify the JEE main for write the JEE. So once you qualify the JEE main, you are able to write the JEE. So JEE main are conducted in two phases. In general, it was in the Jan phase one of the JEE main session one. Then in the April session two of the JEE main. In between the Feb and March, you have a you can see the break. of between two exams. Then after the April, in the next of the month, around 30 days later, you have a JEE Advance. So after giving a JEE Advance, so this is basic fund of JEE Main, and the JEE Mains is very fundamental one, which are can be cracked if someone is very well versed about the theory and ample amount of practice of question, standard question. They are able to very good in able to get very good marks in the JEE Main. So uh, in the JEE Main, the pattern is very fixed. You have a 90 question, out of which 75 question are to be attempted. You have a 3 hours plus 4 marks for each correct question and minus 1 mark for each wrong question and 0 marks for unattempted question. So this is basic marking scheme of the JEE Main, which are fixed. All the question are have the negative marking itself, and you are very well practice different kind of mock tests, so you can very well versed about the exam and pattern kind of things. Then after the JEE Main is over, you have to appear for the JEE Advance. JEE Advance is very dynamic one. It is not very much predictable, but last from the few 2 to 3 years, it was kind of very predictable, but nothing can do be say. Everything is could be changed in the well of the time, so nothing can be said. So JEE Advanced is consisting of two papers, paper 1 and paper 2 in the single day. You have a 3 hours of paper 1, then after a break of 2.5 hours, you have a paper of again paper 2 of the 3 hours. In the final result goes the marks of paper 1 plus paper 2 are to be counted for the merit list. And after you have given the JEE Advanced paper 1, paper 2, and then there is nothing pattern fixed in the JEE Advanced, and that the several pattern of the question can be asked, like single correct question, multi-correct question, matrix type, matching, and a paragraph kind of question, matching matrix match with the one of more than correct, which is a very one difficult one, numerical kind of question. And there's a very pattern which can be asked. So I hope soon maybe new pattern could be introduced by the exam setter. So it is very not very predictable. It is dynamic. So after you clear the JEE Main and JEE Advanced, then after the result of the JEE Advanced is being announced, you the counseling is conducted for taking the admission in the college. These joint counseling is conducted by the JUSA, JOOSA, which are the Joint Seat Allocation Board, which responsible for allocation of the seat. So this is a very interesting story of the establishment of JUSA, because very few time ago what happened, then different colleges are taking their own entrance exam or entrance criteria to take the admission of the student. So that is very difficult for the student to give the exam of hundreds of institute, and the timeline are different. So it is very compromisable in between the students. So a committee was set up, and for the whole institute, IITs, NITs, triple ITs, and GFTI, a single counseling body is being conducted, which is a form, which is a JUSA, which are responsible for the admission into the in all the colleges. So when you clear the both JEE Main and JEE Advanced, you have a rank of JEE Main, then you have a rank of JEE Advanced also. What you have to do in the JUSA counseling, they give you slot in which you have to make a preference order of the college. You can mix between the IITs and IT. It can be mixed, like if you want to take the IIT Bombay, then you can take NIT also, but you have to preference. There are many preference, you can choose as much as you can. It is advisable that choose maximum preference and choose preference very wisely, because if you allotted a once higher preference, then you can't go to a lower preference, you just go to the higher preference. So you have to choose that preference that you want to pursue further. So this is basic funda, and the JUSA is counseling is happened in the kind of 5 rounds, which are very dynamic and not very predictable. You can take the idea of the last year opening and closing rank about what college you are hope so be taking admission, but it is very dynamic. It can't be predictable. It depends on year to year, the student performance, the student mindset, and the market need kind of thing. Because as a market need, some students don't choose the career as they want to go. So this is basic structure of the whole complete process from starting beginning to very start to the tail end of the counseling, and you have to complete. Yes, one more information, that if you are able to complete the 5 rounds, and if you are not allotted a seat, You can also take a particle, take a part of spot round, which is known as the CSAP round. This is a round which are specifically happen for the NIT plus system. Now, what is NIT plus system? NIT plus system is the consisting institute of NITs, triple IT, and GFT. IITs are excluding from them because it is not considered in the NIT plus system CSAP round. If there is any if there is any vacant seat which is left, it can be filled in the CSAP round by the student. Again, this is a new registration process. You have to make a preference order wisely. This is basic funda I tell you from very starting from very scratch to very beginning level. So this is my first episode. I hope you enjoy it very well and very quality of information you get. So as detailed as this episode one, I hope the next upcoming episode is as real as it is and as informative as it is. So I hope that you enjoy very well, and until then, keep exploring. And I am signing out. Thank you.